Welcome to Would I Lie to You, the show with tall tales and tantalising truths. On Lee Mack's team tonight, an actor and TV presenter who once went to dance school, where she graduated with a tutu. It's Caroline Quentin. And one of the country's finest performance poets. Roses are red, violets are blue. Welcome to the show. How do you do? John Cooper Clarke. Not bad, is it? Fabulous. And on David Mitchell's team tonight, a comedian who used to work in IT and once appeared on EastEnders. In fact, he built their website, www.cotton. It's Chris McCausland. And a comedian who was a finalist on Celebrity MasterChef, so she should know a thing or two about porky pies and half-baked truths. It's Judi Love. And so to round one, Home Truths, where our panellists read out a statement from the card in front of them. To make things harder, they've never seen the card before. They have no idea what they'll be faced with. It's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. Chris is first up tonight.
Well, as people know, I'm blind, so please be my eyes, Davy boy.
OK. I once had to call 999 for a woman who couldn't speak English. Unfortunately, I couldn't see what the emergency was, and she couldn't describe it.
Please see.
How long ago was this?
This is going back quite some time, Caroline.
Yeah.
Let's say 20 years.
Were you with her, or was this a stranger?
No, this was a stranger. I mean, she literally didn't speak any English.
What noises was she making that led you to believe she needed help?
I was walking along, minding my own business, when from out of a house, a woman came screaming and grabbed me, and she dragged me through the house into the back room of the house, and in the room, there was a massive hole.
To be honest with you, Chris, this just sounds like a Tinder date, to be real.
I could see a little bit back then, just to give you some context. So my eyesight has deteriorated. So there was a massive hole and there was a stepladder on its side, and I deduced that someone fell off the ladder and went through the hole.
Had the fall created the hole, or was the hole already there?
Well, then it'd be in the shape of the guy.
That's true.
Very
good point.
Yeah. That is right.
I forgot about the rules of Tom and Jerry.
So I phoned 999, and I explained to the person on the end that my eyesight was very, very poor, and I wasn't able to tell what was at the bottom of the hole. And so the person asked on the phone whether I was with anybody that could see who was at the bottom of the hole. And I said, yeah, but you're not going to believe this.
So what happened?
I said I'd imagine what you need is a fire engine and an ambulance.
And also, I guess you didn't know the address.
I told her, I don't know the address, but I can tell you to get here from the Waitrose. She suggested that I take the foreign lady outside to the road sign and see if I could get her to spell it for me. And so through a series of enthusiastic mimes, I managed to gesture to her that I needed her to read me the letters on the road sign.
Could you recreate the mime with David as the distressed woman?
I'm doing a distressed face.
Oh, well, that helps.
Yeah.
So I gestured down that I can't see the road sign. You have to read the road sign and me. So she said, B, and I'd say to the lady on the phone, B, and I'd say, I think that was an E. I'd go,
You'd accidentally stood on her toe.
We got through the road name, and she was able to send the fire brigade and the ambulance to the right road, and through some miracle of human biology, he was still alive after all the time it took me to get to the bottom of this problem.
Caroline, what are you thinking?
It's not adding up for me. If someone comes shouting at you, you just run past. Someone else will sort it out.
And how long have you been working with the Samaritans?
I think it's a fake story, this. On account of this, I can't think why the fire brigade would have any kind of kit that dealt with, descending into an abyss. I mean, they usually go from the ground up. They've got ladders.
I do think, John, it's possible to take a ladder And I don't know if you can get your head around this, but put it down.
I can't see it. How would that... I can't see that.
John, if you think that the fire brigade isn't equipped or indeed willing to deal with crises that happen below ground level, what emergency service is?
Yeah.
Is there a fourth one?
Mountain rescue.
Mountain rescue.
Mountain rescue.
Thank you.
On the contrary, they're even more obsessed with upwardsness.
No.
We're the mountain rescue. We never go down.
No. There's no point going up there and going, we've saved you, but you can make your own way back down. So you're saying lie.
Lie.
They're both saying lie. I'll go with my teammates.
You're going to go with the team.
Yeah.
They're saying it's a lie. Chris, truth or lie?
I honestly had to get her to spell the road sign out to me, guys. True.
It's true. Chris did call 999 for an emergency he couldn't see. Judy, you're next.
Right. An ex-boyfriend once dumped me after he found the list of pros and cons I'd made about him.
Oh, my gosh.
Please, team.
How long had you been seeing this guy for?
I'd been seeing him for about 6 months.
And how did you meet him?
I met him at Carnival.
Right.
Anything in Carnival just seems really excitable and nice.
Yeah.
And then when the sun's not shining and the Calypso stops playing, you realise, OK, this is not as nice as I thought it was.
So a 6-month relationship that was good for one day.
Yeah.
Let's start with the positives. What was the pros about this guy?
The pros was he was always on time.
Wow. I'll tell you what, there's a guy to your right you're going to like.
He was a good dancer and he drove.
I don't know, is he still single? Because he sounds great.
What about the cons?
Commitment seemed to be an issue. When I was going through conversations of, exes, it was always very short term.
So he was good at getting there on time, but he didn't want to stay.
This is what I'm saying.
Did you say in your statement that he found this list?
Yeah.
So talk us through that. Well, I mean, you could act it out. Just imagine, David, use your lovely acting skills.
Yes.
And you had bad credit as well.
Bad credit, but I can drive.
Yes.
Yeah, but
I can't imagine this. What is this list?
Firstly, your credit is bad. OK?
I've had some money troubles, but at least I can dance and drive.
Being able to dance and drive is not going to help for a longer relationship because you can't commit to anything. So you're going to wind up on me for 2 weeks and then wind up on somebody else. And
This is great. This is like a mashup of EastEnders and Antiques Roadshow.
Sometimes the truth is what you need. And I tried to make subtle hints to you.
This is a subtle hint. This list of pros and cons.
It was a subtle hint.
See attached sheet.
It was a subtle...
I'll tell you what I have to say now is I'm on David's side in this argument. Come on, David, get your bags. You're coming with me.
Caroline, what are you thinking?
No, I don't think it's true.
You don't think it's true?
John?
Yeah, I think it is.
You think it is? Who do I trust most of these two people? Sell it to me, John.
I'm a terrible judge of character, I've got to say.
I won't lie. I was expecting a bit more positivity in that argument. I'm going to go with Caroline.
All right, Judy, was it the truth or was it a lie?
It was the lie.
It's a lie. Judy didn't make a pros and cons list for her ex. John, it's your turn.
For 3 months, I shared a flat with a monkey.
David's team.
When was this?
Early 70s.
And was it just you and the monkey, or were there other flatmates?
Just me and the monkey. Well, it was in Amsterdam. The monkey's apartment was in Amsterdam, and I was...
So it was the monkey's apartment.
When he says apartment, he means in the zoo.
What was the monkey's name, John?
Charlie.
Charlie. And why only 3 months did the monkey kick you out?
The thing was, I was kind of monkey-sitting this animal.
What did he look like?
Oh, he was exquisite. Look, most of you are probably thinking, wow, what fun. You know. And I don't blame you. Sometimes there are things in life that are a disappointment, but living with a monkey isn't one of them.
What did he eat?
He wanted what you were eating.
Oh.
Really?
Which at the time was a lot of chips.
Could he do any tricks at all? Could he do any tricks?
Tricks, he was full of them.
What do you want? He'd have the guillotine, he'd have the sword the lady in half, he had the lot.
I used to take him to the park with one of those extendable dog leashes, you know, where you
So they had them in the early 70s.
No, they had them. But the point is, you know, that when I extended the leash, it would run up into the nearest tree. So I would be stood for ages, you know, with my arm extended upwards into a tree.
And it then looks like you're taking your tree for a walk.
So when you had to go, like, and meet this monkey, how long was the owner there with you?
Yes, of course, I did have to go for a kind of audition. He didn't want to leave his precious pal with any old schmuck.
What are you looking at me for?
You know,
How did you ace the audition?
Well, we seemed to hit it off.
You and the...
Although we did get off to a bad start, actually.
Yeah.
I went round to his apartment to audition. There was one empty chair, but it was occupied by the monkey, which was curled up asleep in this chair. So I picked it up thinking it was a cat. And then it went rigid. I could feel its ribs suddenly and all of its muscles tightened up. And it shrieked once and once only, but for about 10 minutes. It was like it was plugged into the mains. Anyway, I threw it as if 'twere a cat.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they land on the feet.
Yeah.
But he's a monkey, he didn't land on his feet. He landed in an ungainly heap. And then it kind of scuttled away, looking back over its shoulder in my direction, in a real accusatory manner.
So, John, given you were so close after 3 months, it must be very hard to say goodbye.
It was a hell of a wrench.
Yeah.
Monkey wrench.
A hell of a wrench.
Chris, what are you thinking about this?
We could make anything up and it would sound true, but this sounds so plausible.
What about you, Judy?
If we're being honest, out of all of us sitting on here, if there was one person that we could think of that lived with a monkey for 3 months, who do you think that would be?
Oh, yeah.
But once you've discounted David, who would it then be?
I think it's true.
You say true?
100%.
OK,
true.
100% this ain't true. So, John, living with a monkey in Amsterdam, truth or lie?
They got me rumbled, it's true.
It's true, John really did share a flat with a monkey. Our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. Now, this week, each of David's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest, and it's up to Lee's team to spot who's telling the truth. So please welcome this week's special guest, Emma. Judy, what is Emma to you?
This is Emma, and when I freaked out in a broken-down lift, she kept me calm by playing a game of Guess Who.
Right. Chris, perhaps you'd like to explain how you know Emma.
This is Emma, and I have brought her here tonight to apologise for making her cry whilst filming a TV show.
Right. Finally, David, what's your relationship with Emma?
This is Emma. She dived into a swimming pool to save me when she mistook my backstroke for drowning.
So there we have it. Lee, where will you start?
I think we'll start with Judy. When was this? And do not say 20 years ago.
No. A year and a half.
A year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Where was this lift?
Lewisham Shopping Centre.
Right.
And I came out of the car park.
Yeah.
Went into the lift.
In your car?
No.
No.
With my 2 feet.
Yeah.
And her parents and her was walking. Her parents wanted to just go up the stairs and she wanted to go in the lift. So they were like, all right, we'll meet you on
We'll meet you up there.
So it broke down and you were just alone, the two of you together?
Yeah.
And how long were you stuck in the lift for?
It felt like ages, but it was something like 16 minutes or so.
Oh, quite a long time.
So, is Emma calm?
Yes.
How long do you stay calm for?
About maybe 45 seconds.
That... You only lasted 45 seconds.
I'm so so sorry. So it just went, and I was like pressing the alarm, and then someone speaks. I said, we're stuck in the lift. Something's wrong with the lift.
Right.
And he said,
You've pressed the alarm after 45 seconds?
I just thought, I can't be stuck in here. I need to get out. I need to get out. How long are they going to take?
And what was Emma saying?
She was saying, it should be all right. It's calm down. She was fantastic. And that's why she's amazing.
But with respect, why did that comfort you in any way? After all, Emma was far too young to be any kind of hydraulics expert.
So how did she calm you down? You mentioned something about a game.
Yeah, she was just like, why don't we, play this game to, just keep ourselves occupied.
What did you play?
Guess Who.
But you mean Guess Who on the phone?
No, you know the little card game with the thing that you pull up?
She brought with her a portable board game. At this point, did you think, I think she deliberately did this to the lift?
So how did this all come to a conclusion?
Well, after playing, a few games, we just heard someone saying, we're here, it's going to be all right.
Here's the big question. When help arrived, Fire Brigade or Mountain Rescue?
Now, what about Chris and his story?
Chris, OK, so I've brought her on the show tonight to apologise to her because you made her cry on television.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
It is.
Yeah, so how did you make Emma cry?
I was mean.
OK.
In my defence, I was hired to be mean to children, and it turns out I'm just really, really good at it.
Whoa. What do you mean you were hired to be mean to her?
There was a TV show that I was approached to be on, and they wanted me to be a bit of a nuisance and a bit of a pain and try and make life difficult for the kids.
And David wasn't available?
So what show was this, Chris?
It was a cooking show where young kids had to run a restaurant.
What was the show called?
It was called Step Up to the Plate.
Right, before we go anywhere, Step Up to the Plate. Have you seen it?
Never heard of it.
John?
I might have heard of that.
Yeah, just then, I mean, before now.
Yeah, you look before, yeah.
It's a kids' show.
Were you a customer?
Yes, they hired me specifically to be difficult.
I see.
So, specifically, what sort of things did you say, Chris?
I'd get brought food and I was told, this is surprisingly sweet. And I'd say, well, it's not surprisingly sweet anymore, is it? Because you've told me it's sweet. You've ruined the surprise. That's what you've done.
Oh, that's brilliant. Was she your waitress?
Yeah, she was one of my waitresses, and the kids took turns, and Emma was about number 3.
What? How?
By which point I'd really kind of got into the groove, Lee. I think the only mistake that Emma really made is that she told me that the meat in the meal was Venice instead of venison.
She's a child, you barbarian. What did you reply with?
What, I'm going to be eating the Italian city of Venice, am I?
Oh, you horrible man.
No wonder it smells of sewage and canals. I mean, can you please pass my compliments to the chef for being able to represent the stagnant filth of the city of loving meat form?
I'll tell you what, I didn't see it, but I'm going to find it.
Well, Chris, you said you wanted to apologise. Why don't you take the opportunity?
So, Emma, I'm sorry for being mean on the show, and for making really...
Sorry, Chris, one moment, sorry. Emma, could you put the middle finger away, please? So sorry. I'm sorry, Chris.
Right, only young David is left.
Remind us, David.
This is Emma, and she dived into a swimming pool to save me after mistaking my backstroke for drowning.
Where was it? Where did it happen?
It happened in a swimming pool in Italy.
Oh, Italy!
Italy,
Was it in venison?
It was in the city...
Come on, you can do this,
Italian
David.
city...
Of?
Sorrento.
OK.
Oh.
It's more of a town than a city, isn't it?
Do you know, I'm not entirely sure.
Have you ever been there?
No, never.
No more questions.
No. I have been to Sorrento.
Is Emma Italian?
No.
But she was on holiday?
Yes.
Right.
And I'm not Italian either.
Right.
So you're on holiday on your own, I'm assuming?
No, I'm with my wife and child.
That's still going strong?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But they weren't in the swimming pool.
So you're doing the backstroke?
Yes.
And...
Not classic backstroke. I will admit that. Not this. I'm not doing that, because I find my shoulders don't like it.
What were you doing? Were you doing doggy paddle?
Dogs don't swim on their backs. You'd see everything.
No.
Is that why they don't do it?
Absolutely. They're notoriously shy creatures.
So tell us about your unconventional backstroke.
Well, I'm just on my back,
Oh, you're doing that,
I do a bit of
that.
that.
You're doing that.
Yeah, and I think I'm probably doing breaststroke legs, actually, if you can imagine anything so mad and fusion. But I've got a sort of iPod that's been waterproofed. You can listen to things while swimming back and forth, and you get the vague exercise of the swimming without the unremitting tedium.
Going on your mime, you don't look to me like you're drowning. So why did Emma feel she had to come and help you?
Well, one of the disadvantages of this listening device is that it is slightly difficult to rewind or change tracks.
So you've changed the track to the Beatles' Help. You've sang along.
I'm not singing. I'm just trying to go back 5 minutes in the episode that I'm listening to.
Oh, okay.
But in doing so, I've become slightly unsettled in the water. A little bit of water has gone up my nose. I might have gone a bit spluttery, and I'm trying to re-clip the thing.
You look to some, particularly to Emma, as if you're in distress. What happened?
Yeah. The first thing I knew, though, she jumped in the pool and was lifting my chin up.
And what are you saying?
I probably kicked off with an apology. That's how I usually start most social interactions. And she said, "Oh, I thought you were in trouble." And I went, "Oh no, I'm OK, but thank you very much."
So where were Emma's parents?
They weren't in evidence.
This poor child's either left alone in a pool, left alone in a lift, or be left alone to be shouted at by Chris.
They were somewhere vaguely.
Where are her parents tonight? Nobody knows.
All right, we need an answer. So, Lee's team is Emma, Judy's calming companion, Chris's forlorn friend, or David's swimming saviour?
John.
I think Chris seems the most plausible to me.
Judy gave a brilliant performance of someone who had been trapped in a lift.
It was like the beginning of an episode of Casualty.
Yeah, it was. I'm very grateful to Emma.
I have to say, it was good, but it was hard to follow her breakup with David.
So what are we going to say, then?
Chris.
Chris.
You're gonna say Chris?
We'll go Chris.
OK, they're saying that it's Chris and the TV show. Emma, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Emma, and Chris made me cry on TV.
Emma, you're a superstar, because I genuinely thought that you saved me in a lift.
Yes, Emma is Chris's forlorn friend. Thank you very much, Emma. Which brings us to our final round, Quickfire Lies. We start with... It's Caroline.
I once went home halfway through a gig I wasn't enjoying, then came back at the end and pretended to my friend I'd been there all along.
All right, David's team. A gig is like a concert or something.
Yeah. What kind of gig was it?
It was a Genesis gig.
Oh?
When was this, Caroline?
Probably 82 or something like that.
So you were at a Genesis gig in the 80s, which would have been at a stadium, maybe.
Yeah,
Which stadium was it?
Wembley.
Where did you live?
Finsbury Park.
You got out of a stadium and all the way to Finsbury Park and then back to a stadium and in through security.
I didn't get back in. I made my way to the sort of bar-y bit and waited and met my friend.
It's not easy to get from Wembley Stadium to Finsbury Park on the tube. You have to go down the Jubilee line.
Yeah.
And then
There wasn't a Jubilee line, was there?
Yes, there was. That was 1977, the Silver Jubilee.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Wow.
Thank you. I'm glad that the railway enthusiasts are in.
Tell me, John, if you were to be at a Genesis concert, do you think you'd have the strength of character to leave while they were knocking them out?
I wouldn't be there in the first place.
Why didn't you go to a nearby cafe or pub to wait for your friend?
She could still hear him there.
Yeah. I have no idea what being in Wembley Stadium is like, whether for a gig or for a football match.
You've never been to Wembley?
No.
Oh, man, you ain't living.
What about for the International Railway Convention, didn't you?
OK, what's it going to be?
I feel like it's true.
You think true?
Yeah.
Do you know what? The logistics of getting home and getting back before the end doesn't sit right.
My instinct is it's a lie.
OK.
Say it's a lie.
So we're going to say lie.
OK, they're saying it's a lie. Caroline, was it true or was it a lie?
It's true.
Next. It's Lee.
I always read the last line of a book first.
David.
Why do you do that, Lee?
I'm Chinese. It's something I did when I was very young, and it became just a thing that I started doing. Call it superstition, call it one of my little things that I do that just makes me adorable.
What kind of books is it you're reading, Lee? What kind of genre?
I bought a dictionary recently, and I went straight to the final word of the dictionary.
Which is?
Zyziva.
Nice. What does it mean?
It's a type of American weevil. But the last book that I actually properly read is a book called I Want to Be Yours by Im.
And what was the last line?
The last line of that book is... If you've got any complaints, mail them to last Tuesday when I curd.
But I might have cared.
But I might have curd.
Yeah.
Why the Australian accent, just out of interest?
Well, answering, John. Why the Australian accent?
Thanks for getting it, Lee.
Well, it might not be true.
What's the worst last line that you've read?
I think it was... So that is my story, and I hope you enjoyed it. My name's Rob Brydon. Good night.
I'm shocked that you read books. So what are you thinking?
I think you're telling the truth, Lee.
Lee does seem a little bit off like that, doesn't he? What? He does.
We think Lee might be telling the truth. We think maybe he reads the last line of a book before the rest of it.
Lee, truth or lie?
It is, in fact, true.
Yes.
Yes, it's true. Lee does always read the last line of a book first. Oh, that noise signals time is up. It's the end of the show. I can reveal that it's a draw. Lee has 3 and David has 3. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Good night.